Hi, I'm Kathy Dodson.
And I'm Jocelyn Lindsay. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Indie Insights, where we today are talking about book launching. So we're not going to keep you too long because we've got books to get out in the world.
That's right. So it's been interesting because I just launched a book earlier this month, and Jocelyn has a launch coming up
On Thursday.
Thursday. So we're kind of in the middle of all this, and it's interesting. Your first book is really tough. But once you've gotten through that, book launching does become a lot easier. You know what marketing things you have to do, you know what you have to get done when it comes back for the proofreader, what you need for your cover sizes, all of that stuff becomes so much easier. And so you really get to focus, how am I going to get the word out on this book? Right, Jocelyn?
Yeah, I definitely think that's the case. And you've already set up a lot of foundational things. You at this point you already have your Amazon account. You already know how you're formatting your book. You already know who's doing the cover. And like Kathy said, you kind of know how long things take. And it just becomes like now that you're writing to deadline, I think that's like the big difference because now you know that you have a book that you need to get out and it's not that debut book of, well, I can take as long as I need to take with it. So, yeah, it's been what, Thursday. I'm coming into this deadline like on fire, leaving skid marks in the road, sliding under the finish line.
Yeah. And you know what? It always feels that way at some point in the process, no matter what. When it comes down to the actual launch and I've already got the book um, all ready to go in all its formats, so it's just getting it out there, I really try and focus on, okay, how am I going to get the word out about this books? Because for me, the number one thing I want to do is get early reviews from
Yes.
others.
Yeah. It's visibility. It's reviews. It's visibility. It's the chase of being a new writer. Nobody knows who we are. That we're starting to get audience. We're starting to get people waiting for the next book. But it's that hasn't changed between book one and two for me. You have more books out, and I think for you it's the same thing, isn't it?
It definitely is.
Yeah.
You do have a nice boost 30 days after your launch from Amazon. So for that next 30 days, your book's gonna have a special label that it's a new release. And it performs a little better in the algorithm, I believe. Okay, no one knows the true secrets of the algorithm. And so what I try to do is add that social proof, which are the number of reviews, and that also affects the algorithm. So yeah, having an ARC team, doing a Goodreads giveaway. There are definitely tours you can do, like itsy bitsy book tours that, puts your book out on social media and helps you get reviews, things like that. There's different ways to go about it. And frankly, I use them all.
Yeah. Yeah, I think right now it's getting the word out. And we've talked about this in an earlier episode since I'm writing a series that comes directly after book 1, a little bit of that changes for me because my marketing is still on book 1. And so like I'm doing tours, I'm doing a push towards book 1, but it's going to be people picking up 2 now that book 1 is done, they can now move on to 2. So that's, that's the exciting part of all of this is seeing where it goes. And, now it's like book 2 comes out on Thursdays. Kathy's book just came out. The next real job is writing that next book.
Absolutely. I want to stop and say one thing. Like, as much as I focus on reviews, Amazon delays review.
Yes.
Now, if you comes out and it's got like 3 or 4 reviews, it may be like that for a few days. I had 5 days with no new reviews, and all these reviews came in that were from during those 5 days, but Amazon just
Yes.
put them all up at once. So don't worry about things like you cannot affect it. You can do everything that you can to make sure that your book is, as high quality as possible, that it looks really good, and that you've done some prep work to get the word out about it. Social media, whether you do something like Goodreads or a promo, whatever it is, do that. And there's really nothing else to do. Launch days used to be the worst for me because it was already the book. Just walk away from it all.
You gotta walk away from it. Go do something. Go celebrate. Go do something else. I think that's the best thing. And I know the launch day for me, it's not the day of the launch, it's the week after. That's when my promos are running. That's when I'm really looking at data that's coming in. Launch day, it's just when that book becomes available. And I know there's a lot of readers out there who will be reading, but it's going to take them a while to read the book. They're not going to read this book in 12 hours. And it's an unfair expectation for me to be like sitting there staring at the screen going, read my book, read my book. You read it faster because I want to know. But, there's a lot of people out there that they have jobs, they have families, they have lives that they're doing. And I may be sitting here hitting return and refresh. They're
In fact, well, and another thing that we can do is we can do an episode on ARCs, which are advanced reader copies.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to get some social media, early reviews, that type of thing, is by sending advanced reader copies. But other than that, just go with it. And once that book is out there, you've got the rest of that book's life, which is longer than yours, maybe being successful of it.
Exactly. Keep going. We say this and we'll keep saying it, and we're saying it again right now. You've got to keep going, one foot in front of the other. This is the long haul. Keep doing it. So I think that's it for now. I'm going to go hit the refresh button a whole lot of times and see what's happening. And we will see you on the next episode. Thank you for joining us. Bye.